Welcome back to another episode of Noah's Nonsense. I'm your host, Noah Bratz, guest star, Trent Persinger. Episode 16, I believe. Today is May 24th, 2021. Just for all those people who need to know what date it is. So Trent, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a senior at Valders High School. I am almost classified as a super senior, but not quite. Like I'll be turning 19 at the end of this year, but I'm a senior at Valders.
All right, thank you. Today I'm wearing my gray socks with blue soles and toes. And Trent, what socks are you wearing today?
I currently don't have any socks on.
Oh.
I did the barefoot recording, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But
okay.
I'm a little disappointed, but next time just lie. I don't want to hear that. Okay? You say it's fine, but it's really not fine, and you want to be nice, but kind of hard in these trying times. You know, the sock people, they need, in these COVID times, they need jobs too, you know, and I don't know what to say.
Well, I can put socks on if you want me to.
Nope,
Okay.
It's too late now. The show must go on. But
Okay.
The first bullet point Trent had put on there is anything that I want to talk about. Well, I don't know. There's not really much on my excuse me, on my mind today. Kind of tired, but that's every day in life. And yeah, how was track practice? I guess we're gonna jump right there today. We're skipping around, folks.
Well, track practice today, we did a good old 8x100 meters. For folks that don't know what that means, so we did 100 meters, which is about the length of a football field from goal line to goal line. We did that about 8 times with some jogs in between that for some active recovery, but that's just one of the practices we do.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that on the daily, but you know, accolades for you doing that. You know, you're a trooper, just with all the other boys too and girls as well. So that's pretty cool. Is there any memory you'd like to tell me about in track out of your 4 years, I'm assuming?
It would definitely be, well, freshman year. First off, we would I have a couple, but freshman year to start things off, we would always I don't know if this kind of classified information, but we'd always like.
So I had to delete that clip just for Trent's safety, but let's go back to the video after I thank our newest subscriber, Nick Bellini. Thank you for that, and back to the video.
And then sophomore year, Nate and those guys, we actually went to state. I was an alternate on the 4x8 team, and I got to see one of my teammates, Nate Griepentrog, actually win that race, being like seated last place in the 800 meters, which was phenomenal. He won by like 0.01 seconds.
Oh, cripes. That's kind of close, don't you think?
Yeah, it was an amazing race though. I mean, he was in the slow heat too, and actually a couple of those guys I think actually got on the podium with him, which it was really hot down there, so I think that messed with a lot of people, but not Nate. He was strong and took the Dubskis.
He did take the Dubskis. That guy's fast. I forget who he runs for. I remember this happened, you know, but dude, when I seen him run, he is freaking fast. You know, I didn't want to say the freaking, but sometimes that adjective just describes that man so perfectly. You know, he's just fast.
Well, and we call him Dad for a reason, and we got him the Dad pack too, because he's our dad and he runs fast. You know, we look up to him and stuff. He's a great leader and all that. So, yeah, he's fast.
He is fast. Now, I don't really have much experience with track. I watched a couple meets. The last one I saw Valders A and Valders B. I believe that's what you're doing. I liked seeing, I believe, Cole Hovey and those guys run. That was actually kind of cool what you guys did there. I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Oh, are you talking the 4x4 race there at Valders?
Yeah, the 4x4.
Yeah, basically we had Cole Hovey's brother, Kyle Hovey. He's a thrower, so you know he's not meant to go all the way around the track. So he actually Brady paced him, so they were in separate lanes. Brady was in lane 1, he was in lane like 5, I think Kyle was, and they actually ran like side by side. And the other teams were so far ahead of us, but I mean, then we raced after we got the baton, but it was pretty funny. So
yeah, that was a nice thing to not win because of that and let that man run his lap. And really, I saw a smile on his face. I was in the stands, and actually, I went down at the sidelines. I think or not the sidelines, whatever part of the track field, one of the lanes curves. You know what I'm talking. And you just saw us clapping, and that was kind of cool. And we saw everyone else run as well. That was a really neat experience, I'm sure, for him. So that was really kind of you guys, I thought. And there's a couple cute blondes I saw running. That was kind of nice, but not really relevant for track today, I guess. So cross country. I actually have experience here, but let's see what you have to say.
Oh, in cross country. Well, first off, it's kind of a long distance and it requires quite the mileage training. I mean, what do you do for training and stuff like that?
Well, I ran JV, so I didn't really matter in the grand scheme of whatnot, but I remember I remember my first official cross country. I've ran like 2 or 3 times with you guys, like biking and some like minor running, like half a day. That was before. That was like my sophomore freshman year, here and there. You know what I mean? Just I got bored a lot, And my first official is I came after work after an 8-hour day. It was summer. I think it was like July or August, whatever month it was. I don't know. And it was Strider, so it's we don't get in trouble with WIA or whatever. But preseason cross country, for those who don't know, essentially. And oh man, it was rough. I made it. I think. What did we run? I don't remember all the fancy words. I just remember we ran a lot of flagpole from the community center tree or whatever to the flag, not the flagpole, but you know that route. Just back and forth, all sorts of running, and I'm like dying. I think we were running 3/4 loops. I might be on drugs. I don't remember. That was a long time ago, but my first day, I remember I was dying. And then the next day, I died a little less. And then I died a lot the next day. And it was kind of like that up there. And it was a lot of fun, though. And then we got to actual season. I died a lot more. And just a lot of Noah dying when he ran. That's what I remember a lot. But I had a lot of fun with the boys, you know what I mean? Just goofing off before, after races, during, it was a good vibe. But, you could tell me a little bit about your experience, I guess.
Well, my experience is a little different from Noah's. I know the JV guys, Noah and all those guys, they were really goofy and they're always really goofy. And it's kind of a nice chemistry to have team. But for the varsity side of things, I mean, the amount of training I put into this sport it's 20. I started with 20 miles a week my sophomore year. And then this most recent year, I bumped it up to about 40, 50 mile weeks and stuff like that, just to compete at that level and stuff. So.
Holy cripes. I mean, I don't know what the JV ran. I'm guessing because I ran a couple Saturdays, and I ran like 6 mile Saturdays, and I probably hit more than half of them, I would say. I think I only missed 5. I might be on drugs. But then again, my memory is quite foggy, but I don't know what JV ran, but it was nowhere close. I think realistically maybe 15. Maybe 20. I don't know. Maybe we ran only 5. I am not the expert, but holy crap, 40 or 50. That's
it's quite a lot. Obviously, the routes around my house in the summertime, they were getting so repetitive that I actually switched it up and I'd run with the boys, so like Clay, Shane, and those guys, and we'd hit up different trails around like the area of Manitowoc County. So yeah, it was always fun.
Jesus. I can't imagine 40, 50 miles. Like, I don't have time for that either. Like, I couldn't imagine running that much. And holy cripes, guy. I don't know what else to say except that's a flex. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess.
Well, even if you're running 40 miles a week, like on the low ends, and you're running 7 days a week, or even if you're running 5 days, well, that's like 8 miles right there every day, which is, that's quite a bit there, guy. And
don't forget about the long runs on Saturdays and stuff where it's like you can get up to 10, 11. I think the most I've done is 12 on a long run. So
yeah, and that's twice as much as I've ever done. I think the longest I ever ran was 6 miles, and that was those Saturdays I hit up, and I ran 6 miles in about an hour time. And I think my last one I got down to like 56 minutes, which three not cross country runners and runners in general, I mean, 30 seconds is 30 seconds, but 4 minutes is 4 minutes, and that's a big gain. I mean, for me especially, and I remember my first race. It was Trivers, and I ran a 22:45, I think it was. I remember this is true story. So I'm running first race of the season. You know, first run. Everyone's kind of like explaining what's going on because I'm kind of a little puppy at this point. I have no clue. You know, it's not that complicated, but oh boy, do I make it complicated. No, everyone tells me, like, okay, you run at this time. You know, we're gonna do a warm up and whatnot. You know, we're there. You know, it's all good and dandy. And then it gets to the race. I hear the gunshot. We're running. I think we're about our second loop in. So I think the second mile marker or so. If anyone knows the Trivers course, I remember it was around their tennis court. I think it's around there. I saw Wenzel, and I just passed him. I took off, and I smoked that guy. And then I never did that again. But it felt good that I beat him my first race. I also beat Matthew, Storm, and he runs varsity sometimes, right? Or no, Matthew?
He's one of the top JV guys. I don't think he's been in a varsity race yet, but he's one of the top JV guys.
Yeah, but it did feel good to beat those couple good runners. And after that, I don't think I ever beat Wenzel. I think I beat Matthew maybe a couple more times, but I know at least in that moment I felt good. And he was like, dude, you just went nuts. And I'm like, it was the roids. And yeah. I felt pretty good, I guess. But Trent, what was your best race, may I ask?
Oh, my best race. So there's been a lot. I'm going to have to say, even though it wasn't my best performance, I'd say the state race my sophomore year, just because the feeling of winning the state title it's unbelievable. Like you're crying, you're hugging, it was amazing. And even though I didn't run the greatest, I'll never forget it. So.
Well, didn't you guys win her another 2 times there, eh?
Oh yeah, we won other times, but I wasn't really on the state team. I was just kind of cheering and stuff, which I was happy with that too. So
yeah, I'm just glad that our team has 3 state, number uno dubs. Feels really good. Even though I wasn't at the team at this time, but still flex. I like to say. I mean, I admit I didn't run at the time, but it's still one of those things I like to say.
Well, no, maybe you could make the team this year, dude. You could put the miles in and make alternate or make the team even.
Oh, me running 50, 40 miles a week. I don't know, pal, but I might make varsity by default because if there's been rumors of Nate and Matthew, Welch and Nate Hebert, if they do football and I may be another guy, that's 3 JV right there. And with all the seniors gone as well, I might be varsity running like 22 minutes, which is no bueno for the team, but it wouldn't be funny, but it would make me smile making varsity. But yeah, kind of be funny, I guess. Second year rookie, gonna get the W for the team, right?
Big Dubskis.
Big Dubskis. Well, I think that's enough cross country talk. And well, you wanted to talk about the big stonks, the stock market. My apologies there.
Oh, the stocks. Oh boy. So do you want me just to do an overview or anything specific? Whatever
you want. I literally was like, didn't feel like researching anything beforehand, and I don't think my audience will know any of it either. So you just go. Talk stonks. Right. Go crazy. Go nuts.
All right. So I'll keep it short and simple for beginners. So basically, I do 3 types of trading, or mostly 2. Okay, so one is called long-term trading, and I do that on an app called Robinhood. Basically, long-term trading is you buy a share of a company. So by buying a share, you buy in, and once that price goes up, you make money, and you can pull it out whenever you want, but you kind of just ride the waves, it's called. You sell it when it's high. You don't want to sell it when it's too low, otherwise you lose money. And another type of trading is called, I think swing trading option is where you sell like days down the line or weeks or even months. And I do that on an app called Webull. And it's a little bit more risky, but if you involve yourself and you do enough research, you're able to pick up patterns and read the graphs and stuff like that. And then there's also a third type, which is called, it's called day trading, but I don't do that. And that's just minutes. You buy a stock for an average time of like 12 to 20 minutes and then you sell it. And then you also have cryptocurrency, which is like Dogecoin and all that stuff. So
Cripes. Normally I don't ask about people's finances because it's often quite rude, but how much money have you gained or lost in your stock market adventures?
well, okay, so here's a funny story. So on Robinhood, I was up over $100 and I didn't lose anything. But I did too many trades in one day. So basically, I bought a stock and I sold it. And I had all these good stocks. And basically, I got banned on Robinhood for 3 months. And I wasn't able to do anything but sell my stocks. So I sold them, just made my $100. And I haven't touched it. And I just recently touched it about a week ago. So that was after my ban. So
is there like laws or stipulations that you can only trade or buy so much in a day? Because I'm a Yankee. I don't know what you're talking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So for the people that don't know what you're smoking, enlighten me, I guess.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm smoking. So basically, day trading is you can have 4 trades per day, and it varies between apps. So basically, in Robinhood's case, they gave you a warning after 4. I totally ignored that warning and I did it a 5th time. That's when I got banned. But basically, a day trade is you buy the stock and then you sell it, and you have a time limit. So you need to keep it for like, I think, was it 1 to 3 days? I think it is around there. But yeah, I did multiple in one day and they didn't like that. So they cut me off.
Well, okay. What's the problem with, because you technically own part of the company and whatnot, can't you just sell when you want, how you want? Like, why are they being like that? You know what I mean?
I think 2 reasons. There's one, it's safety for the investor. So I don't think they want like a rookie, say somebody that has a lot less knowledge than what I have. Excuse me, but it's like safety for them so they don't lose a lot of money, and then it's also for like people who don't just like basically snowball the earnings. I think kind of what it is, but snowball the earnings and keep making money. Actually, the app kind of losing money. I don't know how that works and all, but that's basically what I kind of analyze it down to.
All right, I guess I'm assuming that it's like there's fees and transactions on the apps and whatnot, and stocks in general. And I mean, you haven't had to worry about any of that on your taxes because you haven't made enough. I would assume, right?
Yeah, you need to make like thousands of dollars, and it takes quite a bit of knowledge and quite a bit of time to make money on there. And with long terms, it's going to take longer, and obviously you'll get taxed, but it's like thousands of dollars.
Good to know. Good to know. I feel like that's anything else you want to add to the stock market? Otherwise, I think my viewers are falling asleep right now.
Dogecoin to the moon.
All right then. With that, you said you'd like to talk about the Bucks. I don't know. There's some gibberish after that, so I don't know what you want to talk about there. I'm not a basketball man, so this is one of them topics, I guess.
I like the Bucks a lot this year. They've added some depth around Giannis, and I think their view on the playoffs to make a deep playoff run is going to be really beneficial to the team compared to years past.
Is that all you like to say there, or is there more?
Oh, I thought you wanted to add on to that at all.
Don't you know the last time I've watched a basketball game for more than 5 minutes? If I'm gonna be honest here, honest. That was funny. Anyway, yeah, I see you laughing there. The only time I see basketball is if I'm at a bar and they happen to have it on, or if I'm at like somebody's house and they happen to have it on. But I do not actively watch basketball at all. Like, I think I've watched an hour of basketball in my entire life, to be honest.
Well, see, I think the team is different this year. They picked up a solid player who can do stuff off the dribble, Drew Holiday. Even though they dropped Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and Wesley Matthews, they picked up Drew Holiday, which is 5 times as better than Eric Bledsoe, and he can do stuff way better than Bledsoe could ever do, which will heavily contribute to their deep playoff run, I think.
Yeah, that I agree with that. That seems right. Yeah, you got to go on the Bucks believer. Shout out to my boy Clay Taylor. I know he'll be watching this someday. Bucks believer, guys. You know, he analyzes all the stuff about Bucks and sports and whatnot. It's a great channel. You know, gotta help my boys out. So, also I'm gonna shout out. Might as well at this point. Might as well go on the shout out rant. My other boys, Jordon and Drew and the sports crew. They talk all sorts of sports, even local. I'll be on their guest star, Noah Bratz and Graham Stahl, and maybe Coach, talking about Lake to Lake Soccer, our local Valders team. So, you know, stay tuned for that. I'll let you know, folks. But yeah, Trent, basketball is not my forte. So we like to talk about the Car Soccer Pro, also known as Rocket League.
So I've been recently getting into Rocket League quite a bit, and basically there's a rank system, and basically it goes bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, champ, grand champ, super, sonic, legend. And the Car Soccer Pro Trent Persinger is at champ 1. He's getting better, but yeah, I really like the game in general, and I got this, you know, this spiffy PC here, so it kind of helps out my gameplay quite a bit.
Oh man, here's one of my other things. I don't really play Rocket League. My toaster probably could handle it, but maybe at 10 frames per second. But I actually have some experience here. I played 5 rounds at Graham's house probably about 2 months ago now, and yeah, I'm definitely booty, as Graham would say, compared to anyone on the planet. But it was a neat concept. I like the cars, you know, rooming around, and then they hit the ball in the goal and the cool flips. Like it's a neat concept. Definitely original. Like I've never seen anything like it. I like their mechanics, and so, you know, at least I kind of know what you're talking about this time.
Well, Noah, you know, you could, instead of playing lake to lake soccer, you could get your first goal by just, you know, playing car soccer instead of actual soccer. Just drive a car in the field and let it rip, you know.
I see what you did there. That kind of hurt, you know, in the heart. You know, I'm self-conscious about my ability to, you know, my balls are at scoring a goal. That kind of hurts. If I want to be honest here.
Hey, no, I'm giving you solutions here. I mean, you drive a pretty hot rod, don't you?
Oh, my Chevy Cruze 2012 6-speed manual from Aunt Sue's, the blue Cruze from Aunt Sue's. Yeah, it's pretty hot rod. I am really thinking about getting white walled tires to really pimp out it, you know? I've gotten a lot of yays and nays, but I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and do it one of these days.
What do you mean by that? So like just the white on the tires, or?
You never seen white wall tires?
No, I haven't.
Okay, we're going to look up some white wall tires, folks, for all those special people. White wall tires. I mean, they go on a lot of older cars, and like, you ever seen the movie Cars?
Oh, wait, I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I'm going to try to share my screen. I don't know how this is going to work. I wonder if it's going to have an aneurysm. Just share my screen. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. This is the first time I've ever done this in an episode. I didn't ask Cortana. I don't know if you can. Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see her.
All right, perfect. These are white wall tires.
Dude, that looks hot. You get so many chicks in those.
I'm telling you, and just I don't think I can get copyright strike or anything. Cars movie, Lightning McQueen. Just you know, they're really now. Oh, what? Oh, just. Oh my gosh, the things you have to look up to get what you want, you know? White wall tires. There we go. Oh, I just want there we go. Look at that. Don't even tell me my blue Cruze won't look beautiful with those white walls.
I mean, white, I guess white with blue. But what does your blue Cruze look like? I've seen what
I have a photo, but I'll just Google. I gotta put Chevy Cruze, otherwise it wouldn't feel right. It's a 2012. Oh, not 21. Oop, I cannot type, folks. Don't judge.
Oh.
We gotta find the right blue, though. We gotta find the right blue. That is not the right blue. That one in the corner is not it, folks. None of these photos do it justice, but that's probably the most accurate representation of my car.
Well, I think you could rock it, Noah. You might get your first kiss and first girlfriend then.
Yeah, that's another sore subject I'd rather not talk about in these trying times. Oh man, how do I get back to the meet now? I don't want to. Oh, stop share screen. Wow, my special. There we go. Oh, now we switched sides. Well, that's weird. I don't know if it did that earlier. I don't know. But, yeah. I don't know. There's something else I wanted to ask you. Let me look back. Oh, we still got to shout you out at some time, but we'll do that in a moment. So it is senior second, so I do have to ask a couple prying questions. The hot details, I guess, in these times. Any plans after high school?
One of my plans is I'm going to attend UW Manitowoc. The Blue Devils, or they're just the Phoenix, but it's the UW-GB, a Green Bay Manitowoc extension for a psychology degree.
What would you do with that psychology degree for the people that don't know what you're talking about?
So psychology, basically, you're kind of helping out a person. So there's many fields. Basically, the field I'm going into with the psychology degree is I'm going to be an elementary school counselor. So that's basically what I'm pursuing. It's about a master's degree. So
you're going to talk to little kids about their feelings.
Well, not always, but you set up like events and you set up stuff that can positively benefit the school. Is what I kind of shadowed Mrs. McGinnis, and she's very good at her job, and she's taught me like how to she actually go around to classrooms and she'll interview like how the kids are feeling about the school and like how their school days are and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool.
Who's Mrs. McGinnis?
She's the new. It's not Mr. Bonneman no more. Blue and yeah.
Elementary school. I was wondering because I'm like, I do not know Mrs. McGinnis.
Yeah, she actually is in the elementary school. She replaced, I think, Mr. Bonneman, I think it was, but yeah.
Just not to go off task, but Mr. Bonneman, do you know Mrs. McGinnis is keeping the Mr. Blue and Mrs. Purple? I'm just for all the viewers that know what we're talking about.
Oh, I don't think so. I wish she was, dude. Those are childhood memories right there. We used to just talk to those, and if we got the ball, we got to share what we wanted to share.
Oh, this is one of these moments I'd like to cry, but since we're on air, I gotta hold those tears in, and it kind of hurts. I do have a lot of fond memories with Mr. Blue and Mrs. Purple. I don't remember Mrs. Purple as much, but I remember Mr. Blue. I remember Mr. Bonneman saying something along the lines of this: if you have the ball, you can speak. But if you not have the ball, you cannot speak. You cannot ask for the ball, but you can be given the ball. Here's Mr. Blue. Treat him gently. It was something like that, I'm sure. But I remember passing around Mr. Blue, and I remember and then Miss Purple, I don't know what her job was, but I remember her vaguely, and I remember watching VeggieTales, then the creepy childhood video about sexual harassment and all sorts of things like that we're not going to discuss on this channel today. And then I remember watching episode or two of VeggieTales, so some good elementary school memories right there.
I also remember a third ball. I don't know if you remember this one, but it was I think it was Mr. Green. There was 3 balls.
I do not remember Mr. Green.
Yeah, I think he had the same powers as Mr. Oh, it's because Mr. Blue actually popped. So I think Mr. Green came in until Mr. Bonneman got a new Mr. Blue.
Wow, replacing him. That is cold. Kind of hurts. Mr. Blue is my boy. My baby blue boy. Do. Trent, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay. You weren't moving for 30 seconds there, pal. And I'm like, are you stroking?
Oh no, I'm still here.
Is there anything else you want to add today?
No, I think that should do her.
Well, as I promised, today will be the shout out section. Trent would like me to shout out his TikTok today. No judgment. That is at TPERSINGER 672 T Persinger 672. Could you actually? I was gonna ask this earlier, but since now would be an appropriate time, could you hit me with one of your TikToks or something, or you don't do them dances, or what do you do on your TikToks?
No, I do the comedy side of TikTok. I'm not a Charlie D'Amelio worshiper, so I don't do all those dances and stuff.
Darn, I really wanted to see Trent dance for about a minute. Could you hit me with something?
Like, here's the thing. Girls got it easy on TikTok because all they have to do is shake their bodies and shake their booties, and they get plenty of views. Guys, on the other hand, see, one of my videos actually got banned because I was making fun of a girl for, walking one way. So I actually pulled down my pants a little too far, and I got banned for that. And yeah, that wasn't fun. So I got shadow banned for like 2 weeks, which means only like followers could see my videos. So I saw my views going way down. I gave up for like 14 days.
That is sad. So we're gonna shut you out one more time, just to be nice after that sad, depressing story about Trent's TikTok. So if we could have an F in the chat for our boy, and we can turn that frown upside down. That'll be TPERSINGER 672 T Persinger 672. Follow him on TikTok, folks. He needs that moral support. Look at how sad that man looks. He needs those thumbs up. He needs those likes or hearts. I don't go on TikTok, so I can't even pretend I know what you're talking about. But that's okay. But with that, Trent, I would like to thank you, guest star Trent Persinger, for being on the show, and have a good one.
All right. Thank you for having me on here, Noah. It's a pleasure to be on here.
Thank you. Take care, pal.